What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan. I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have another in our How to Build series. Today we're looking at another BT20 deck. We're looking at Examon. We are getting new Examon support. Examon is one of my favorite Royal Knights. I loved building this deck back in EX8. He was the last Royal Knight card that we got. Finally, we got the last of the Royal Knights, and he was the last one we finally got well after we had gotten most of the other ones. It took a long time for EX3 to come around, and we finally got Examon. So we're going to look at the support we currently have, plus the new support we're getting in BT20 for Examon, and kind of decide what this deck's going to look like in BT20. This is probably going to be my green deck, because it is technically a green deck. Green, blue, red, whatever colors they want to throw in. So we're going to look at the cards we have. There's a lot of line cards, a lot of good line cards around for this deck, and a lot of cool stuff here that we can put in this deck now. And the options are there, and hopefully this deck will have a faster DNA Digivolve to it. The one thing about DNA Digivolving I find is the faster you can get to your DNA Digivolve, the faster your deck goes. So Imperial Dramon goes really well because all you gotta do is you gotta get a couple level 4s out on the board and your DNA Digivolving like that. Of course, this one, it DNA Digivolves at level 7. That makes things harder. So that I've always thought is one of the things they make it a little bit too hard to DNA Digivolve into your level 7. And so hopefully they've fixed that. But we'll take a look here, see what we think of the deck, see what we think about the cards, and what we could possibly do to make this deck even better. And hey, if you enjoy this type of video, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, without further ado, let's get into it here. And we're going to start off, of course, as always, with the Digi Eggs here. We come down here, we have the traditional Baby Domon from EX3, which is inherited effect all turns once per turn. When this Digimon with Dramon or Examon in its name becomes unsuspended, it gets plus 1,000. You have the new Baby Domon, which is when attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has Dracomon or Examon in its text, draw 1. Probably good chance it's going to have one of those two cards in its text. So draw engine egg is always good because it gets you your pieces. Now if we come over here, we're going to look at all the Dracomons here. So we're starting with the BT11 Dracomon, which is also a blue flare card, but he is a Dracomon name. And his thing was your turn once per turn. When you play another Digimon with Dramon in its name or the blue flare trait, draw 1. So nice little draw engine. And then inheritable, your turn once per turn. When you play another Digimon with Dramon in its name or blue for a trait, gain a memory. So it's a really good, good inheritable draw or draw if he's on the board, gain memory if he's in the inheritable. So good card to put down in the back. Potentially could see this card having play. You also have the Ecomon from ST8, which is on play, reveal top 3, add 1 Digimon card with Dramon in its name among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. This is nice because it is a searcher for Dramon cards, and everything in this deck has Dramon in it. So yeah, and it's not color specific. It has no inheritable though, so that's one of the reasons I don't like it personally. We have the promo Dracomon, which I forgot about, which Digivolves for free on a Baby Domon. Your turn, when you play a Ground Dramon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Winged Dramon from your hand for a cost of 3, ignoring the Digivolution requirements. So it lets you warp from your level 3 to your level 5 for a cost of 3, which isn't bad. Whenever you play a Ground Dramon, you can play a Winged Dramon. You Digivolve into a Winged Dramon, and vice versa. Your turn, when you play a Ground Dramon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Winged Dramon from your hand without its play cost. So basically, if you have a level 4 on the board and you play a Ground Dramon, you can then use the promo to go into a free Winged Dramon. So that's kind of nice. That's the inheritable there. It's definitely designed for you to play the Ground Dramon and Digivolve him into the Winged Dramon. So you gotta have the right cards in hand. If it went either way, it'd be a little bit better, I think. Of course, we have the EX3, which is your searcher, your real searcher. Reveal top 4, add 1 green or blue card with Dramon in its name and 1 card with Examon in its name from among them to your hand. So potentially getting you 2 hits. Of course, if you get an Examon. And then place the rest of the bottom of the deck in order. All turns, When one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon, its name becomes suspended, this Digimon gains plus 1,000. So probably this one's going to see play because it is the best searcher in the deck. It's better than this searcher just because you got the inheritable and stuff like that, and it is top 4 and gets you 2 hits. Whereas this one only gets you 1. I highly doubt this one's going to see play, but I could be wrong. You could see some combination of these two, but of course we have the new Dracomon, which is start of your main phase by trashing 1 card with Dracomon or Examon as text, draw 1, and gain 1 memory. Super, super good. It basically does both the things that the other Dracomon does, so I think this is definitely a 4 of. And then just, plus 2,000 DP inheritable. Even better. It's a red card, but it's still going to be really, really good. And I definitely think you're probably maxing out on these and then finding some kind of formula with these. Probably maybe the promo guy, I'm not sure yet. Getting into our level 4s, we can take a look. We'll take a look at some of the old Cordramons. So the original Cordramon, this one's cool because he's a security Cordramon. He plays himself, and then on play draw 2. Not bad. So good on security. Then we have the Cordramon from EX3, the blue version, which has evade, and then inheritable all turns. If this Digimon has Dramon in its name, it gains evade. When this Digimon would be deleted, you may suspend it to prevent the deletion. So that's and it's cost 2 on a Dracomon. Then if you look at the Cordramon, same thing. The Cordramon from EX3, the green one, had blocker, and it had the gives inheritable blocker if it's a Dramon or an Examon. And again, Digivolves for 2 on a Dracomon. Now if we start looking at the new Cordramons here, we'll see this is a blue-red card. Digivolves for 2 from a Dracomon. Has jamming, I like that. Your turn. When any of your green Digimon with Dracomon or Examon in their text are played, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Winged Dramon in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. That's always good. And then, so it's any of your Dracomon, Examon, and their texts are played. So really, really easy. Same thing here. You got Raid on this guy, and he's has a plus 2,000 inheritable as well. And he's got the same kind of thing when any of your blue Digimon with Dracomon or Examon in the text are played. This Digimon may Digivolve into Ground Dramon in the hand, reduced by 2. Yeah. Same kind of thing there. That's what it's played. So as long as you play something, it can't be Digivolved. But reduced cost of 2 is always really, really good. And then, that's kind of nice being able to do that. Where's here? X1 text played. Yeah, so this one's got to go into Winged Dramon, and it has to be a green Digimon played. And this one. So, I mean, like when you slam these guys down, these multicolored guys down, they're going to be good because they can allow you to do either or. So these ones are going to be limiting to you. Then we have the old and the new Winged Dramons and Ground Dramons. So the Winged Dramon from the last thing had evade, had your turn, Examon in your hand can treat this Digimon as level 6 for DNA Digivolution. And then end of your turn, this Digimon, another Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. Inheritable all turns. If this Digimon has Dramon or Examon in its name, it gains evade. So again, heritable evade. And then same thing if you go over to the Ground Dramon, it had inheritable blocker. It basically did the same thing. Can you be used as a level 6, and end of turn can DNA Digivolve. Digivolve into a Digimon card in the hand. And then the blocker, of course. And then, of course, we have the new guys, which are the new Winged Dramon. He's on play when Digivolving. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. All turns, this Digimon is also treated as a level 6 Slayer Dramon for an Examon's DNA Digital. This is nice because this Digimon is also treated as a level 6 Slayer Dramon for Examon's DNA Digivolution. So it's treated as Slayer Dramon in name. It has inheritable security attack plus 1, which is a lot better because it helps you clear the board quicker. kill a bit. And then the new ground Digimon has on play when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then one of their Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn. All turns, this Digimon is also treated. And they're on play when Digivolving, so you're going to be potentially playing this stuff. And then we go, all turns, this Digimon is also treated as a level 6 break Digimon, which we for DNA Digivolving. When this Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle, trash their top security card. So that's the inheritable. So basically, you want to be able to get over their guy because you're still trashing. And as long as you have piercing on your Examon, which I believe you usually do, you're checking the security, the plus security. Then we have, of course, we have our old Slayer Digimon, our new Slayer Digimon, and our old Break Digimon and new Break Digimon. So we'll look at the old ones here. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes suspended, unsuspend it. Start your opponent's main phase by suspending one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon its name. Your opponent attacks one of their Digimon. Start of your opponent's main phase by suspending one of your opponent's Digimon with Dramon or Examon its name. Your opponent attacks with one of their Digimon. So yeah, that's the Slayer Digimon was really good at forcing your opponent's hand at the start of their turn, which was really good. Differing from the new one here, what we can see is we see that this Slayer Digimon has piercing on play when Digivolving. Trash any 3 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then delete all other Digimon with no Digivolution cards. That's nice. All turns, once per turn, when your opponent's security stack is removed from one of your Digimon with Drakomon or Examon its text may unsuspend. So this guy lets you unsuspend inheritable. That's the all turns ability. So you can attack with him and then unsuspend and then do a DNA Digivolve. So that's really good too. Then the inheritable is all turns, once per turn, when any of your Digimon with Drakomon or Examon in their text would leave the battle area other than by suspending this Digimon, they don't leave. So that's basically like Evade, only Evade I think has battle protection as well. Evade would give you battle protection. But the cool thing is you can still get that protection from old copies if you decide to play like old core Dramons along with the new ones. So it's interesting here. Let's see what else we got here. Slayer Digimon. So then we look at the new old and new Break Digimon. This guy had when one of your Digimon comes suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. When one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon and its name deletes an opponent's Digimon by battle and survives, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. That's always good. And then inheritable, all turns, when one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, survives, trash. Yep, so that was all turns. So that was nice. That was the inheritable. The new guy, of course, he's going to have blocker. He's going to have on play when Digivolving, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then one of your Digimon may attack. That's pretty cool. All turns, once per turn, when any of your Digimon with Drakomon or Examon in their text deletes one of your opponent's Digimon in battle, delete one of their suspended Digimon or Tamers. Oh, that is gross. That is gross. Then the inheritable, all turns, when any of your Digimon with Drakomon or Examon in their text delete your opponent's Digimon in battle, delete one of their... That inheritable too. Oh my gosh, that is nice. Yeah. That's gross. Protection and deleting Tamers. That is so nice. Of course, we have the Examons now. We're looking at the Examons. We have the Examon from BT13, which is by far probably the worst Examon. On play when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. All turns, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you may activate one of the effects below. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, unsuspend one of your Digimon, and then of course DNA Digivolved, just the way it's showed, and then you have the old Examon, the OG Examon, which is when Digivolving, you may place one green or blue Digimon card with Dramon in its name from your hand under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. When DNA Digivolving, you may play one green or blue Digimon card with Dramon in its name and 12,000 DP or less from your hand without paying the cost. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes suspended, unsuspend it, and suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That's all, yeah. Super, super good. I still think this one's going to see play. It's super powerful. I don't really think the BT13 one is good. I just don't. It was bad when it came out in Royal Knights, and it's bad now. Personally, my opinion, but hey, if you guys got differing opinions and you can tell me why, I would love to know. This guy here, the new Examon Ace, he's got tons of stuff. He's got 15,000 DP. He's got Deep Blast, DNA Digivolve from a Break Dramon or a Slayer Dramon. Just remember, your level 6s or your level 5s are have the name of Break Dramon and Slayer Dramon. And then that's one of your specified Digimon on one specified card in the hand may DNA Digivolve for that blast. So that's nice. It's got Raid, it's got Piercing, it's got Blocker, it's got Evade, so it does not matter that it has any of the inheritable effects. It's got everything. And then when Digivolving, if DNA Digivolving, return all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP to the bottom of the deck. All turns, once per turn, when any Digimon suspend, this Digimon may unsuspend. Ace Overflow 5, and then just the regular DNA Digivolve. So, super cool. That card's crazy, and all the abilities too, and the fact is that if you have Slayer Dramon, you get 2 checks. This deck could OTK super fast. I think it's just the consistency is going to be getting the pieces and getting up to where you need to be. But I can see where there's some good consistency here. And last thing we have is Unleash the Dragon Gene, 2 cost. You may play one Digimon card with Dracomon or Examon as text from your hand with play cost reduced by 3. Then place this card in the battle area. When any of your Digimon with Dracomon or Examon and their text would leave the battle area, other than by battle delay, and then 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into Examon in the hand. So that's really nice. Security effect, you may play one Digimon card with Dracomon and its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost, then place this card in the battle area. So it still lets you play a Dracomon, which is good because it can activate some of your abilities. Fact is, this lets you potentially play, say you got like this guy right here. It reduces the play cost by 3. So you play that, and then you could play the Wing Dramon for 4, the Ground Dramon for 4, or you could play one of these guys for 2. I mean, you still have to pay the cost of Unleash the Dragon Gene. If there's a way to play the option for free, that would be really, really good. But I think this is probably going to be an important option. Probably going to want to have multiple copies of this in your deck. The crappy thing about that is you need to have a red card. So you need to have the new stuff in order to play that. So that's the unfortunate piece. But we'll have to wait and see. I definitely think that this guy, you're going to be probably maxing out kind of somewhere in between, 3 and 3 of these, or 4 and 2. I don't think this one's going to see play. I think a lot of the new cards are going to see play. Some of the old Dracomon stuff's going to see play. Maybe some of the old Core Dramon. I think the new Baby Domon is a better egg altogether. So I think that stuff is going to be very more important. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are about this deck. I'm really excited for this as my green deck, honestly, and I can't wait to try out different combinations and to make this the most effective DNA Digivolve deck, because I really do love the DNA Digivolve mechanic, and it's harder with higher level DNAs. Like, it's harder at 7 than it is at 5. So I'm hoping that they've found a way to make this consistent enough that you can get up to, easily enough to do that DNA Digivolve into Examon. But we'll have to wait and see. And looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.